People will be out there talking about it. These guys don't talk. I'm promoting the fight.
Is that fight happening in Vegas still? Because
I'll let you guys know when it's time to let you know.
Regarding this TKO boxing thing, it did seem kind of interesting because I know that there was the Netflix upfronts, and I believe there were rumors that perhaps something was going to happen there with this Canelo and Crawford event. And Turkey was pretty big on making it clear that you would be the head promoter, and then he did say actually you were going to be head promoter, and they didn't have a broadcaster, and then it was actually Sella's going to promote it, and it's going to be DAZN.
What happens when boxing's slickest tactician faces Mexico's pound-for-pound king? You get one of the most unexpected, jaw-dropping moments in modern fight history. At the Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford official press conference, the world didn't just get a stare down. It got a shockwave that flipped the entire narrative and sent every major outlet scrambling for a headline.
Levels and they're stars and superstars. Okay, and they made the championship.
This was more than a media event. It was a statement, a warning, and a psychological battle. And guess what? Terence Crawford won that round. So what actually happened? The event kicked off in Vegas, staged like a Super Bowl for fists, with everyone expecting the usual polite trash talk and predictable "I'm ready" lines to be.
True fight. Yeah, true fight, but
True fight.
true, yeah, of course. No, not YouTuber fight.
Huh?
Not YouTuber fighters. Yeah, of course.
They need to talk about the fight because they want to say something. The people know we are great fighters. We want to put a great fight.
Yeah.
We don't need to talk.
I am sure in the end in the mid of September we will have one of the greatest fight ever happen in boxing, and I am sure.
And fist up. Starts good. Excellent. Great. Excellent.
Crawford showed up ready for a fight, while Canelo stayed calm, but that didn't stop Bud from turning up the pressure. He grabbed the mic and delivered a cold, calculated message that left Canelo tense and the crowd stunned. "You're in your prime, and I'm in mine, but I'm smarter, I'm stronger, and I've never tasted defeat." Canelo didn't flinch, but the entire world reacted. What makes this matchup even crazier is that it's no longer just boxing. It's Netflix level, DAZN level, UFC level, Saudi Arabia crossover chaos. Turkey Al-Sheikh is backing it, Dana White is involved, and the money behind this fight is unreal. But beyond the hype and history, this fight is something else entirely. It's dangerous.
Let me tell you what I think should be gone. The notion that Terence Bud Crawford should move up 3 weight classes, 21 pounds, to fight Canelo Alvarez. He's entirely too small. Jamel Charlo already proved that. Y'all remember that scene from Rocky? Remember that scene from Rocky 2? When Carl Weathers was Apollo Creed and his trainer was like, "Can I be honest? I saw you beat this man within an inch of his life." And he kept coming. He wouldn't go away. He's wrong for us, baby. He's wrong. Let it go. Apollo couldn't do it and lost fight number 2. Trained him for fight Rocky 3 and then got killed in Rocky 4 by Drago because he couldn't let it go. Bud Crawford needs to let it go.
Canelo Alvarez, 34, is coming off a dominant win over William Skull and still holds all 4 super middleweight titles, while Crawford, 37, remains a perfect 4-division world champion with that wicked timing and Omaha-born grit.
Box a little bit too much, defensive-minded a little bit too much.
Right hand to the body there from Canelo. Ultra elusive, if you want to call it that, in Aristani Lara. Right hand.
Crawford, 37, is a flawless 4-division world champion who still carries that deadly timing and Omaha-born grit. But here's the wild part. Crawford is stepping up 2 full weight classes to make this fight happen. That's not a jump. That's a leap off the fighting cliff.
At once, right? I'm saying, I started at 135. I'm just saying, like, say if Canelo was the champion at 147, to go up 160.
Right, in one jump.
Yeah, in one jump.
It's a big jump, too. 21 pounds.
People forget Crawford started at lightweight. He's climbed every division and conquered each one. But super middleweight is Canelo's playground, and that weight difference isn't just size. It's power, durability, and ring mastery. But don't think Crawford is scared. He's hunting.
Come and be like, Canelo.
You're yeah, you know how Billy do it too, yeah.
Every time. I be like, man, come on, man.
Yeah.
So every time he say that, you know, I just be like gradually getting into like looking at it, like, okay. And he like, he's not that big. You know, he heavy, but he not that big.
Right.
You know, and I was just like, all right. And I'm laughing, but at the same time it started hitting me like, all right, man, maybe he on to something. You know, and then I started sizing him up, and I'm like, all right, well, Canelo 5'7", you know, my arm's longer.
Yeah.
He's strong, I'm strong.
Right.
You know, maybe, to me, skill for skill.
Right.
You know, because Canelo not the biggest 168 fighter. So I just started looking into it.
Now let's talk about the press conference shock. Most people expected Crawford to stay cool, maybe even hold back because of a massive size disadvantage. But instead, he went full assassin mode. He pulled out receipts, called out Canelo for avoiding him for years, and even took shots at several of Canelo's recent opponents.
Because they underestimate your bud.
It's just, even if they didn't, I'm going to beat you up. You know, I can fight.
Right.
You know, so if you watch, like, all these dudes bigger than me.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't care. But I'm going to find a way to win, no matter what.
In September, are you going to pull this? I shook up the world. I told you. I told you. I told you. I told you. I told you.
Definitely. That's definitely going to be, you know what I mean, one of the moments, you know. I need the doubters to fuel me. What you think he'll do if he go up 2 more weight classes? I need that, you know, because that's gonna make me more focused and turn into a different animal. So I need the people to say, I can't do this, or I'm not good enough.
Canelo didn't answer with words, but his eyes said everything. We've seen this before. Billy Joe Saunders tried to rattle him. Caleb Plant got in his face, and Canelo answered all of them with body shots and highlight reel knockouts. But Crawford is a different animal. He's smarter, sharper, and meaner than anyone Canelo has tried to intimidate.
I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out, from Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't do
obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not Kovalev.
Kovalev was older.
And
he does. Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power, but all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is not there.
So how do you see his fight with Canelo?
Tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always had respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching them, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight.
And let's not pretend Terence Crawford came out of nowhere for this fight. He's been calling out Canelo for years, acting like this matchup was inevitable even when everyone said it was impossible, too small, too risky, too dangerous. Canelo didn't need this fight, but Crawford stayed locked in. He never wavered, never backed off, and never played timid for a single second.
The camp that would say, you're not ready for this.
That's a big boy. He's strong. It's a conversation. It's not just, oh man, you will whoop his ass.
Like, yes, man type. You know what I mean?
I'm not worried about Canelo. I'm not thinking about Canelo. I'm just focused on Israel Masvidal.
In a small way, is this a stepping stone to your dream fight?
I don't look at fights as stepping stones.
While Canelo shrugged him off, saying he had nothing to prove to Crawford and would only take the fight if the money made sense, he was mentally shadowboxing him the entire time.
Crawford, just won his debut at 154. Said if the money's right, we'll fight. Everybody wants that fight. What do you feel about that matchup? People saying the weight, all this stuff. How do you feel about that?
You know, everybody wants to fight me. Everybody calling me out and everything. And you know, like I say, I have nothing to win with Crawford. 2, 3 weights less than me. But if the money is right, why not? Right? Why not? But look, I'm focused 100% on Berlanga. I know I have a challenge in front. I never overlook any fighter. So I'm focused 100% in this, and then we'll see.
While Canelo shrugged him off, saying he had nothing to prove and would only consider the fight if the payday made sense, Crawford was mentally shadowboxing him. In every interview and post-fight appearance, Crawford has made it clear this isn't about chasing a check. It's about reputation. He's moving up in weight not for clout, but to face the best, and that mindset is deadly. He's coming in full of confidence, power, and energy, proving he's made differently. Crawford isn't intimidated by Canelo's legacy. In fact, it fuels him.
I see he wants to fight. He's made it clear. Do fights like that help your legacy, or do you feel like that's something that's not worth it to you?
Everything in my career, every fight make my legacy different and better. No, Terence Crawford is a great fighter. He's a good fighter, but like I say, he's weight classes for a reason. I'm focused 100% on Berlanga, and you never know what happens.
Yeah.
Not everyone is buying into the Crawford hype. Boxing legend Shane Mosley warned that Bud's heart might be bigger than his frame, which could be a problem. He said if Crawford stays in the pocket with Canelo, he's done. He's not built for that weight. And he has a point. While Crawford looked bulked up at the press conference, size matters at 168 pounds, and Canelo moves like a tank. But there's more to the story than belts. It's about pound-for-pound dominance, legacy, and ego. Canelo has been the best for years, but if Crawford wins, he could claim undeniable greatness. That's why he's risking everything. The weight jump, the power difference, and the doubters, all for a shot at GOAT status.
How long ago was it for yourself when you realised that the Canelo Alvarez fight is a possibility for you?
Just you know what I mean? Looking over the landscape of boxing and the opportunities and the accomplishment that Canelo had, and sizing them up and things like that. I know we ain't never been in the ring before, but it's a great opportunity for me in my career.
And that idea of yourself of chasing greatness, inside, how much does that excite you over that with it all together, that idea of chasing greatness? It's always something you've done, to do that sort of stepping up in weights. How much is that an exciting proposition for you?
Oh, it's very exciting. It's like throwing gasoline on a bucket of fire. I'm very competitive, and I'm looking to be competitive in a fight.
He silenced the doubters at 147 when everyone thought Spence would stop him, turning that fight into a meme that went beyond a simple win. It was pure dominance that cemented his status. Now he wants to do the same to Canelo, but at 168 pounds, it's a completely different game.
Anymore, but like he say, when they ask him for the Germonta fight, they don't wanna get credit for that fight. It's the same for me. I don't need to take that fight because everybody's gonna say it's too small, and then he need to enjoy his fight. Okay, he deserve it. I like Spence, but I like Spence and all the respect for him and everything. But I knew. I think is the type of fight Terence Crawford is different. 168, but like I say, like he say, nobody's gonna give.
Crawford silenced the doubters at 147 when Spence was supposed to stop him, turning that fight into more than a win. It was dominance that cemented his legacy. Now he wants to do the same to Canelo, but at 168 pounds, it's a whole different challenge. And don't underestimate the spectacle with Dana White involved. This will be one of the most show-stopping boxing events in years, with lights, fireworks, WrestleMania-style walkouts, and a global Netflix stream, putting boxing back in the mainstream spotlight. The three-city media tour, Saudi Arabia, New York City, and Vegas, proves this is no longer just a fight. It's a full-blown event. Crawford thrives as an underdog. People bet against him because of his size. But skill pays the bills, and Crawford has the cleanest timing, nastiest counters, and meanest switch-hit footwork in the sport. Let's talk skills, because Crawford is more than just smooth. He's surgical. His footwork is elite, his stance seamless, and he switches effortlessly between orthodox and southpaw, all backed by a razor-sharp ring IQ that lets him read opponents mid-fight like he's wearing AI gloves. His timing is impeccable. He can counter off the back foot, pressure you down, or lure you in with feints before landing a sniper-like straight left. His punches aren't just hard, they're precise and defensively sound, while his head movement and ability to roll with shots make him incredibly hard to hit. Crawford isn't just surviving at 168. He's aiming to outbox the bigger man, and he has the skills to do it. When Canelo faced Mayweather, he was the youthful lion with power but limited polish. Now the roles have reversed. Crawford has the brains of a killer and the patience of a surgeon. If Canelo thinks he's just facing another power puncher, he's in for a rude awakening. That's why the boxing world is split. Canelo's supporters see the weight and power advantage, argue Crawford is too small, and claim this isn't a fight he can win at 168.
Has your opinion changed?
I mean, I've always favoured Canelo in the fight.
Well, I've heard that you want Canelo to win, but you
well,
feel...
Of course, yeah. I like Terence. I think I've worked a lot with Canelo, and I think just because of what I saw in Riyadh and because of the threat, and he's getting on as well, Crawford, but it's just like the mindset of Crawford. Like, there's no doubt in Terence Crawford's mind that he wins this fight. And when you spend a bit of time with him, you kind of start buying into that. And I guess that's what happened in Riyadh, because I travelled with him to the fight, and but it's a 50-50 fight. I think gun to head, I'm probably picking Crawford right now, but I want Canelo to win. I know he can win for sure, but Terence is going to make it really tricky and awkward for him.
Then there are the Bud supporters, diehard fans, and experts who insist Crawford is pound for pound #1 for a reason. They point to his talent, IQ, quickness, and adaptability as the real threats, proving this is more than a fight. It's a clash of eras, styles, and legacies. After that press conference, Crawford already leads 1-0 in psychological war. Some fans believe he's been secretly training for Canelo for over a year, bulking up while critiquing him online, while others argue Canelo only took the fight because the pressure from Turkey and Netflix made it impossible to pass up. Either way, the showdown is set for September 13th at Allegiant Stadium. No more running.
Oscar, being back in New York over here.
Let's just say Canelo Crawford, in the history of boxing, and this is the fact.
Let's get it.
If you see Thursdays, fact Thursdays, I speak the facts. All right, I'll even do it for you. A good little man has never beaten a good big man in the history of the game, unless you go back to certain situations with Pacquiao beat me, but I was a dead man walking anyway. But a good little man never beats a good big man, so it's a tough test for Crawford, but I'm not.
So who's truly ready? Will Canelo's experience, size, and relentless pressure be too much, or can Crawford's speed, IQ, and pinpoint accuracy pull off one of modern boxing's biggest upsets? One thing is certain. After what went down at the press conference, this isn't just hype, it's war. Share your thoughts and comments. Who do you have? And don't forget to like and subscribe.